So today I wanted to talk about saving water, and if you save water and you have a meter, then that also means you can reduce your bills quite considerably. So 1.5 years ago, I show you here, my water bill was £57 a month, so that made a total in the year of £684. Then I phoned up the water company and said, can I please have a water meter? So therefore I only pay what I use. This is based on an average which they charge any house that of this size that yes, so it's just a standard charge, unmetered. So then I had a meter put in, and suddenly my bills went down to £12 per month, and that then meant the bill per year was £144. Therefore I saved £450. Now here you can see that's a water bill from 2 years ago. There's also about 60 odd pounds from a previous bill, but you can see £742.50. Now this is what the water meter looks like. It's just on the pavement outside my house, and here you can see there's a dial there that tells you. So in about 2 years' time I've used 41 cubic meters. So once you've got your meter installed, you need to think about how you can save water without impacting too much on your life. And here is one way. So for instance, if I wash my hands, I make sure that I always have something underneath that needs rinsing. Therefore I don't use extra water, and just for rinsing that should be good enough. So another way I can save a lot of water is when I have a shower. You can see that the water has very low pressure, and that means I use a lot less water when I have a shower. And you can do that by adjusting the pressure on your water. Ask an expert if you need help. So as well as saving water, you can also harness water, and here I'm using some leftover building materials to collect water. You can see the water, if it rains, it then flows here into this tank, and from the tank I put it into these bottles, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to use these bottles for in just a minute. I have 3 harnessing plants. Here is another one. The water slides down like that and then flows into my container, and from the container I can then fill up my bottles, my reused milk bottles. And here is the third device. This is the lid of an old of my old water tank. Then the water flows down here and into this hole, into the bucket, as you can see. Lucky, stop it! So up here I've always got a couple of milk bottles that are filled with rainwater, and I use them when I just have a wee in the toilet. It is normally enough to just flush it. If it's only a wee, then that should be absolutely fine. So instead of using 15 to 20 litres depending on the size of your cistern, you just use 1 litre, and it is actually It will double save you, because the water board doesn't just charge you for the water that you use, it also charges you for the sewers. So any water that you use you have to pay twice for. But this water here, that is rainwater, I don't have to charge the sewer charge for that. I don't have to pay the sewer charge for that. So there are other obvious ways so when you brush your teeth, you turn the tap off, and you only turn it on when you want to rinse your mouth and clean the toothbrush. So there's lots of little things like that, but they're quite well known. So that's my contribution to saving water. That costs a lot of money to prepare. A lot of money and also a lot of energy to clean it and bring it here to the tap. So that's my contribution.